Welcome to AZPM News Daily, a wrap-up of all the day's news from Arizona Public Media. I'm Noor Hegigi. Coming up today, new details emerge from a proposal to turn a shut-down Marana prison into an ICE facility.
The DHS notice says the facility could hold more than 1,300 people.
Plans for an aluminum plant in Benson are scrapped.
We are shocked, surprised, elated.
And firefighters respond to a fire in the Santa Catalinas in the first days of monsoon.
Had they not put in those retardant lines, that fire would be significantly bigger than it is now.
That's ahead on this Thursday, June 18th. First up, the Department of Homeland Security quietly opened a public comment period over the potential environmental impacts of a detention center in the town of Marana. Angela Gervasi reports that comment period ends today.
DHS posted a notice to its website seeking feedback on plans to convert a shuttered prison into an ICE detention facility in Marana. Members of the group Pima Resist ICE found the notice this week, and they've been circulating the document asking members of the public to weigh in on the detention center. Here's volunteer Caroline Isaacs.
Clearly, this is a last-minute half-hearted sort of check the boxes effort.
The DHS notice says the facility could hold more than 1,300 people. That number far exceeds previous estimates and contradicts comments from Management and Training Corporation, the owner of the site. Angela Gervasi, AZPM News.
Former Pinal County Sheriff Mark Lamb is continuing to campaign for Congress with President Donald Trump's endorsement, despite a heap of controversies he's faced in recent weeks. Emma Whitney with Cronkite News reports that scrutiny on Lamb increased Wednesday after the Arizona Republic published an interview with a friend and former employee describing Lamb's active sex life outside of marriage. Lamb has also recently campaigned for Arizona's 5th congressional district from Tennessee, where he purchased a $3 million home and ranch property. He has yet to participate in any debates ahead of July's primary election. A company has canceled plans to build a controversial aluminum plant in Cochise County. Nick Rommel has that story.
In a statement, a spokesperson for Aluminum Dynamics Inc. said it's not moving forward with its plans in Benson, quote, due to differences with some Arizona state officials that risked the construction and operations of the facility, unquote. Arizona Attorney General Chris Mays had discussed filing a public nuisance lawsuit against the company. Benson resident Misty Bloom helped lead community opposition to the company's plans.
It's been a lot of effort over the last year, so we are just shocked, surprised, elated.
Many residents were concerned about the facility's location close to the center of town and its potential effects on the San Pedro River. 3 of them were sworn into Benson City Council this month after successful recall campaigns. Nick Rommel, AZPM News.
The University of Arizona is ramping up education and prevention efforts for Arizona ranchers in the weeks after the New World screwworm parasite entered Texas. The deadly parasite is now threatening the United States' already low cattle supply after several cases of the parasite have been confirmed this month. The vast majority of those cases have been concentrated in South Texas. However, the UA says Arizona's ranching community is still on high alert. The UA Cooperative Extension has been working to provide inspection kits for ranchers. Those kits contain tools to collect samples for testing of maggots found on livestock that a rancher suspects could be screwworm. In a debate of Republican gubernatorial candidates last night, Congressman Andy Biggs said he wants to expand Arizona's universal school voucher program. All K-12 students have access to vouchers called Empowerment Scholarship accounts. They can be spent on private schools or homeschools. Biggs says that opportunity should be expanded further, but did not give concrete details of his plan. He did support fellow GOP candidate Scott Neely's suggestion to encourage the use of ESAs in trade schools. Currently, ESAs are not available for higher education unless students choose to use unspent voucher dollars on college. One of Tucson's oldest parks is set to reopen after nearly 9 months of renovations. The downtown area's Armory Park received $1.7 million in upgrades through a voter-approved bond measure passed in 2018. It provides funding for park improvements across the city. Here's Elliot Welch with Parks and Rec.
We're really happy to bring, these amenities to the community and fulfill the bond obligation.
The renovations include a new dog park, public plaza, and a pavilion. The park will open to the public Thursday, July 2nd, with a ribbon-cutting ceremony. With monsoon in full swing, it's time to guess how much rain our area will get this summer. Tony Perkins reports.
It's the 6th year for the University of Arizona-hosted Monsoon Fantasy Forecast Game. U of A Institute for Resilience professor Zach Guido says this year's event features a tournament where individual competitors gain points in head-to-head matchups, and a computer pits the highest-ranking players against each other.
The individuals who are more successful will sort of rise up the rankings, and at the end of the season, number one will be playing number two.
Forecasters will try to guess how much rain will fall in Tucson, Albuquerque, Phoenix, El Paso, and Flagstaff during the monsoon. You can find a link on our website. I'm Tony Perkins, AZPM News.
A lightning-caused wildfire burning in the Santa Catalina mountains isn't easy for firefighters to get to. That's why forest managers are calling in the hotshots. Katia Mendoza reports from a base outside of Catalina State Park Thursday morning, where a team of firefighters get ready to start their shifts.
Behind the Catalinas in Oro Valley, more than a dozen wildland firefighters are waiting next to a helipad for their ride to fight the Table Mountain fire. Many of them are wearing forest green pants and golden yellow button-downs that are stained by smoke and soot. Some are standing while others are laying down beneath the shade of a mesquite tree.
Your hotshot crews are the special operations of the wildfire world.
That's Don Del Mastro. He's in charge of the Santa Catalina Ranger District of the Coronado National Forest. We're watching the yellow and white helicopters appear and disappear in the bright blue morning sky, shuttling hotshots in and out of the steep tan and beige mountains every 10 minutes or so.
Had they not put in those retardant lines, that fire would be significantly bigger than it is now, and would require a lot more resources.
On the other side of the mountain, part of that bright reddish pink perimeter is visible from the city of Tucson.
We believe this started on Sunday when the lightning strikes came in and we had a large monsoonal event that hit the Santa Catalina mountains.
Star Farrell is with the Coronado National Forest. She's pointing to a large sage green map posted on top of an easel at the fire camp stationed at Catalina State Park.
All of our containment currently is on the western side of this fire. And we can see that denoted right here with this black line. So that's showing the containment. Anything that's red with those hash marks, that's showing areas that there's potential spread.
The fire is halfway contained so far, but unpredictable weather can change that.
Here in the Southwest, it behaves differently. We have the monsoons that occur, and it changes the whole way the weather system reacts, the way we see fires behave. We're from here, though, so we expect that.
During the monsoon, the fire may lay down in the morning and look as if nothing's happening. But if winds pick up, or when nighttime diurnal winds hit, movement is bound to occur. Fire fuel is another factor to consider.
We're seeing the sodals are rolling down the hills. So they catch on fire, they smolder, the root system finally burns up, and they start rolling, and they start to throw out their their leaves, and this causes the fire to be able to spread quickly as it's deposited in little spot fires.
Sodals are hardy desert plants with hundreds of long, green, slender, and spiky leaves that fan out like a spherical crown from a center base. The firefighters will use their 5-gallon bladders of water and strategically inspect and water each individual plant during their 16-hour shifts. Back at the helibase.
This is what they do. They're the boots on the ground that go into the toughest fires, the worst spots. That's what your hotshots do.
The Table Mountain Fire is not close to human-built structures or natural resources. There have been close to 20 fires in the Coronado National Forest so far this year. I'm Katia Mendoza, AZPM News.
And in lighter news today, a pair of mountain lion cubs at the Arizona Sonora Desert Museum have been named by local children and teens who submitted their ideas through nonprofit Beads of Courage. Ultimately, they voted on Moonbead and Pretzel. And now you're caught up on the stories we've covered today at Arizona Public Media. Thanks for listening. Subscribe to AZPM News Daily wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Noor Hagigi. We'll be back tomorrow.